Hey, yo, Cusk in the house, Rex in the house, Retro in the house, and Kurt in the house. How's everyone doing this fine day? Afternoon for Kurt, morning for me, and somewhere in between for the rest. I gotta tell you, if I'm being a little honest with you, I've been really chippy. I've been really chippy the last 24 plus hours. And that chippiness level went way up after my team lost yesterday. So I'm in a bad mood. Don't F with me. That's what I'm saying today. Hopefully I can get out of it. I mean, it's not that. I don't know if that's all. I mean, seriously, I don't know what's going on. I've just been like, oh, I just want to smash things. It's like you guys should be smashing the like Nigel in the house. I told everyone's coming to these assumptions on Holy Grail. It says alert. Alert, Holy Grail rug question mark. I have not, everyone needs to calm down. Crypto Cash in the house. He's in a bad mood. I gotta tell you what, man, this whole Biden executive order. I mean, I don't want to get political, but I haven't been too happy with the presidency for quite some time. Is there another party out there to get? I know that pisses some people off because you're the faction that loves like the Trump side. Like sometimes you know what I'm saying, but I probably just lost a couple subscriptions right there. Calm down. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's see. I need to go fishing. Yeah, let's just say I don't know that even the Democrats are happy with what Biden's been doing as of late. I mean, every president is always like the worst president ever. I don't know about Biden, man. I had high hopes for Biden. Anyway, I'm not too thrilled. I don't know what this executive order is going to be, but I got to tell you, man, I'm nervous as hell. Like, I'm nervous as hell. We got our boy, I'm going to pop on over to the desktop. We definitely going to talk about some Holy Grail today. We're just going to kind of hang out, check the markets. Let's see, high hopes for, dude, I'm just, I don't want to get into it because, again, there's our political parties have gotten too extreme one way or the other. It's just like it's this way or the highway or this way or the highway, and there's very little middle ground. And so that's hard to go forward as a country, okay? That's how I look at it. Yeah, so Kurt is hoping his executive order is PAMP. I don't know. There's no telling Janet Yellen. She's obviously not very crypto friendly. There's a lot of talk there's a lot of speculation. I mean, what can you, I'm not a legal whatever expert in government. Like, what can the government do an executive order on within the bounds of being legal? I mean, it's not like he could come out and say, Bitcoin's illegal, but he could come out and say, can he come out and say, okay, we're going to raise tax? He's tax hungry. He wants to pay for his whatever stupid bill. I mean, like, he wants to pay for things, right? He's very tax hungry. So what if he comes out and says, okay, we're going to tax cryptocurrency like 80% or something like that? Or there's already a lot of, crap coming with like KYC and all this. So no, she sucks. I don't know. And then what else did I hear recently? Someone's trying to introduce a bill where something to do with like if they can make cryptocurrency. I don't remember. It was pretty ugly sounding, but whatever. All right, let's see what's going on in the stock market really quick. NASDAQ's up 100 points. It's pumping today. Tesla's up $37. Tesla below 900, I would say, is a gift. No, I timed my put spread entry in there at a very bad time. Very bad time. Ethereum looks like it's doing pretty good. Well, I mean, because I got Ethereum in one of these accounts. So man, this executive order and Capo's got me on edge. So let's see what's going on in the stock market. Like I said, Nasdaq's up basically 100. This is weird though. The E-mini S&P is actually like flat to negative a couple points. You don't see that very often. It's really weird. I mean, this would be more of a good indicator for, this is going to be like a lot of high growth tech stocks. So this is a better indicator for like cryptocurrency. But as of late, even when stock market's been pumping, Bitcoin seems to be lagging a bit behind. And it looks like Bitcoin's doing decent. I mean, wasn't it like 38,000 again last night? Well, yeah, it was up to like, every time it gets up to like 38,000, it keeps pulling back. I'm kind of waiting. I think everyone's kind of waiting for another like they call it a God candle when it goes up. So I think everyone's waiting for a devil candle, like the biggest devil candle of all time. Like we haven't already seen a couple of those. What was this one? This one, 53 down to 41. I mean, that was a $12,000 devil candle. We had, a couple more over here. What was this one? 58 all the way down to 48. There was a 10,000 devil candle. This was the devil was just ramming it to us hard for several days straight. I mean, we went from 58. Basically, we went from 58 all the way down to 30,000. Oh my goodness. I do not even remember this ugliness. Say this wasn't so. This was like a 3-day period. 7-day period. 50%. I gotta tell you, I'm not really enjoying it right now. My portfolio is down big. I mean, I'm still up, but I'm down big. Better make more jail cells for us. Let them out and make rooms for those who decide not to pay taxes, and watch out. Crypto, you're a little rebel over there. All right, let's see what else we got. So Bitcoin's down about $500, but all things considered, it was much lower today. It's up about 1,000 from its lows. Ethereum's chilling around flat. I don't know when the executive order is coming. Let's see if we can figure this out. I think sometime this week. All right, so here we go. I guess it might be the tax thing. And a matter of national security. Threat of higher taxes. I mean, that would be such BS. Yeah, oh my goodness. F you with your ads and paywalls. How can you, like, it shouldn't be legal to create an executive order that unilaterally raises taxes on something, right? Again, I'm not an expert at a lot of this, but you shouldn't be able to just say, okay, we're going to like a president shouldn't be able to say, we're going to raise taxes on an asset. Oh, that was something to do with like the language of the law about how they declare it as an asset or something. So there are pathways for Bitcoin to be a matter of national security for sure, because I mean, the US dollar, you can easily tie in the US dollar as a matter of national security. Let's see, the so-called provision would essentially give so here we go. There's legislation that would give the Treasury unilateral power to ban exchanges and other financial institutions from engaging in cryptocurrency transactions. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like this would cause such a outcry. I mean, basically, we're becoming communist China at this point. All right, I want to try not to dwell on that too much. I am nervous that there is going to be a huge pullback. I sit here and I consider just taking some money off the board. Like I could take off, I'm thinking something like half a Bitcoin and 20 Ethereum and have some cash on the sidelines and still have a lot of skin in the game. But then it's just like it sucks, man, because then I'm tied to the screens. I'm almost hoping for it to dump to validate myself, even though it's better, I guess. I don't know. Like then you got to worry about, okay, is it time to buy back in? Is it time? And then you buy back in, and then it keeps going lower. But now you've created a tax situation, and all your money, dude. There's a lot to consider. That's the worst thing, right? Say I take $100,000 and put it into cash. Well, I better set like 30,000 aside, like just right off the bat. Like go put that in Anchor or Tranquil Finance. Well, we can talk about Tranquil today too. So if I don't set that money aside for taxes, I mean theoretically, I'm supposed to send some money quarterly on something like that, right? If I don't set that aside and then I go back in and then things continue to go down, and I know there's people already in this situation, and that's something I was very nervous about is, the market tanking as we go into tax seasons and me having to sell a bunch of stuff at much lower prices than I wanted to. And that's a big reason why I sold all my Jewel and like 10% of my Harmony One just to have tax money. But I've already I already put like $5,000 back into Luna, and Luna is still going down. I finally figured out why that's going down. Would you put it into stables or actually, no, I would put it in, most likely I would put it into Anchor and earn 20%, though I don't want, that's a problem too. Like what happens if Anchor gets rugged? What happens if, there are some things going on with Anchor and like they're doing a vote to refund the treasury. And there's this whole thing with Anchor going on where there's this degen box strategy with, Magic, what is it? Magic Internet Money, whoever the dude is, a lot of people sip his Kool-Aid, Time Wonderland and all that stuff. There's a strategy where you can take UST, you put it over there, you do something, it gives you something, and then you can do something with it, and you go and you just keep looping it back in. And that's a big reason why Luna got as high as it did, because, the more UST there is, they burn Luna, and it created this like feedback of just, a super pump for Luna. Now that there's that whole situation going on where, I don't know, his captain or his second in command or whoever he partnered with, I don't know the full story. Some like basically big time felon or whatever is part of the team or something. So a lot of people are getting out of that, and that's causing a lot of problem. I put my tax allocations in safe. Rex is dying for me to talk about Holy Grail. We're going to get into that in a second. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know, man. Guys, I'm really nervous about this whole Biden thing. And so real quickly, the thing that really makes me nervous, effing Capo, Crapo, whatever, man. Oh, did he just post something new? We'll see. Well, oh, come on, dude. All right, so Wells are adding supply and removing bids below the current price. It seems that it will just go straight down without touching 40K. He is 85% stables, and he's ready for what could be coming. So I don't know, dude. This guy, I don't know what tools he has, but he's really in tune. And this dude is, unfortunate. I want him to be wrong this time, but this dude's more often he's right more often than he's wrong. So that has me nervous. Now, so what could be happening here is all the wells are getting ready to flush this down on the Biden news. This is a big binary event, if you ask me. And, I don't know what the wells are thinking. Are they thinking they just want to short it and they're not, you know what I'm saying, and then get ready to turn it back on? Let's see. I wish for this absurd What does Ruben say? White House weighs wide-ranging push for crypto oversight. Yeah, there's not really. Biden admitted to release executive order in crypto. You would think they'd get Biden a better mask, right? He should be sporting the N95, like the full-on hazmat suits. All right, the Biden administration, the directive and a central overseeing efforts to set policies and regulate federal have already been studying. And Biden have met, it doesn't really say. But when? All right, the Biden meant to release executive as early as February, as early. So that doesn't. We have no idea. We have no freaking idea. Nimrod in the house. How you doing, brother? And new moon. Is new moon the pump? So when it's a new moon, is that the Bitcoin? Is that when the Bitcoin pumps? I mean, it hasn't really done anything. I mean, it's just gone down the last one, right? When it was supposed to pump. Bitcoin to 39K by mid-January, 70K in 3 weeks. All right, that guy was wrong. Market bounce on this week's new moon. All right, this guy thinks so. All right, it's on like Donkey Kong. Oh, new moon. It's tomorrow. Let's freaking go, guys. All right, I'm not selling. I'm back in. El Salvador are going to be the powerhouse of the future at this rate. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on, but I don't know, man. Bitcoin is just kind of, crypto in general, just not, it doesn't seem, to me, it seems a bit, well, I mean, even the chart show, it's a bit oversold. So new moon tomorrow. Well, new moon means dump, right? Wait, new moon, dump. Well, new moon. So we're going to, wait, what is this? New moon, dump, new moon, dump, new moon, dump, new moon, dump. So we're going to dump new moons after recent downtrends. All right, new moon. Oh, okay. All right. So it depends on which way the trend was going. So new moon, so full moon. This new moon, like what the? All right. You're just reaching for some stuff here. So we had, oh, all right. So what is he looking at? New moons after recent downtrend. I mean, that wasn't a massive pump, to be quite honest. Full moon pump. I mean, full moon. Really just, I mean, that was down. That's definitely down from that moon. So this moon cycle is the biggest bag of garbage I've ever seen in my house. HT Warrior in the house. How you doing? Are P2E still good plays? P2E getting bodied. You love that term, retro. Let's see. All right. Yeah, no, I think P2Es are, if you get in the right ones, they're all gambles right now. So let's talk about our most recent ape job, Holy Grail. We also got Tranquil Finance, man. So I know some of us out there are invested in this hot pile of garbage, but apparently another big announcement is supposed to be coming today. They haven't really done much in the way of announcements. I mean, the artwork looks pretty cool. Let's see. January is an important month. Dude, we've got what do we got? 17 hours and 11 minutes to go for them to drop some big alpha. But so far, like, this is pretty stupid. I don't like, what is this even supposed to be? Like, they take a background picture and they put some dancing 2-bit freaking fox on here. Like, come on, dude. What? Oh, they can't even. They got a couple songs. They got some like cool graphics. I'll give them that. That looks pretty cool. But I mean, what is the purpose of having a really nice, clean picture like that, but then your character looks like that? What am I missing here? This looks pretty cool, but again, I mean, the characters. There's the ape again. There's the fox, right? Like, why? I mean, what is this play? What is this playing on? A freaking Atari 2600? All right, whatever. Let's see, 70K in 3 weeks back on. You calling it, Kurt? New moon and full moon gonna be double pump. I noticed the token for economic seemed to drop, but the NFT itself seems to hold value. You know, I'm we are definitely heavy in DeFi kingdoms over here. We're looking at, and some of the people, some of the oh my goodness. Dude, I'm just off my game today, guys. So some of the people, speaking of, so some of the people in the Discord are in Lavana. I am getting kind of pumped for Lavana. I do kind of want to get in that. I just don't want to spend money right now. That's my biggest problem. I did put the link down to the Discord down below. It is only a 7-day link. I'm going to slowly start letting people back in. I will say this with a heavy warning though. This Discord is full of a lot of very intelligent, high alpha people. I will have zero tolerance for people coming in and just like chilling or acting stupid. If you want to come in and just, you know, just absorb the alpha for free, I don't have a problem with that. If you want to, I would prefer you to come in with alpha. But so come in and absorb it for free and, you know, put in your 2 cents every now and then, or come in and give alpha, or just shut up, because I don't want, like, you know what I'm saying? All right, so 8x. Oh my goodness. You just want to, Nimrod, I can't remember. You're just sitting there. You're just sitting there wanting me to talk about 8x and Cardano. You just want me to sell my Cardano, don't you? 8x was horrible. 8x was such a disappointment. No, Rex, calm down. All right. Yeah, the 8x launch was horrible. I'm not happy with it at all. Not happy with it at all. All right, so here we go. Like I said, real quickly, let's start warming up the engines. Don't get discouraged. I mean, this was yesterday. What do you mean, don't get discouraged? That ship's already sailed. DeFi is a magical land where the rules, order, and physical laws of DeFi are not created or controlled by gods, but a mystical, invisible force known as consensus. The world of DeFi revolves around a mystical energy and advanced high technology that no longer exists, but the source of most of the magic that fuels the world. This story of a pink-haired warrior, the story of a person who will rise in power throughout her adventures across the realm, a story of ascent, the story someone unforgettable who will gain adversaries and friends through her life. All right, that was just a whole lot of whatever. And to accompany the story, I present, all right, manga. All right, so all you comic nerds should be excited. And before I say goodbye, I will say once again, January's not over. It almost is, Mighty M. So I will say the price of Tank is doing decent, all things considered. What's it doing? Some of that. All right, so 40 cents, that 34 cents scared me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm somewhat considering. So I took out a $4,000 loan and I looped it back in to earn more Tank. I'm somewhat considering taking this out and buying some Tank as like a trade on this news. Just, you know, just a little, if we get a little pump. But I'm probably not going to, because I do have this loan, this Harmony One loan, 54,837 Harmony One. It's technically sitting in this the one. So I'm getting paid 2% to borrow it. I'm getting paid 9% to put it in this the one, and another 11% to deposit it. So currently, as of this moment, on 54,001, I'm getting paid 1, 2, 10, like 20 some percent to borrow it. So I'm like, for right now, even when this goes negative a little bit, I'm still getting paid to borrow it. I eventually do plan to pay it off. I'll either pay it off by unbonding the one from the one pool and just pay it off. Or we do have a crash. I will take this because then this is similar to hedging, right? I am borrowing 54,000 Harmony One. I don't know. I borrowed it when Harmony One was probably like 22 cents. So even paying it off now in cash, I would make a little bit of money. But if we do get that devil candle and this goes down to like 10 cents or something, then I'll probably just pay it off with cash and then just do it as a full-on hedge. Now, there's been a few, Rex, you know, like that bro that asked you to help him out. Like, I don't want to see things like that. He hasn't been very active in the Discord as of late. So, and I just don't want people coming in and just, you know what I'm saying? So far, there hasn't really been a problem. But if I let more, you know, as more and more people come in, you know, there's going to be, you know, some bad actors. So I'm going to pretty much have right now, I'm very pleased with the Discord and with how much alpha is there and how much good information and knowledge is there. But I wouldn't mind, you know, bringing in more and just kind of doing it at a controlled pace. One Stone LP is a very good one to be in. In fact, I probably should be doing that instead. There's not a whole lot of difference. I mean, I'm making like 22% this way. And then over here, it would be, the math kind of makes my head hurt, but you would have, say I had the same amount, like 250,000. Well, it would be really just 100. This way, I'm getting, you know, 20% on 203,000. This is a really good pool, and there's no real impermanent loss. And I'm referring to, all right, so it's paying 31%. So say I had 200,000 in this, earning 31%. I mean, this might actually be less now that I think about it. No, it'd be 150,000. So I'm getting paid like probably 20% on 200,000. There's a lot of math, right? My way is definitely a little bit more complicated. This way is pretty straightforward. But you're getting paid 31% say you put 200,000 in it. This way might be better. And this is what I would recommend for most people. Just do not financial advice. But say you had 200,000 Harmony One, put 100,000 into the one. You're getting paid 9% on that, and then you put it in here, and you're getting paid another 31% on that. So you would have 100,000 getting paid like 40%. It's the same. It's basically about the same. Because you would have another 100,000 Harmony One, you're not earning anything. Well, then you would put it in here and you would be getting paid 31% on that. So it's probably a little bit better to do this. And it's a good pool. I've been in this a bit. I can't remember why I got out of it. They're both good. And this one's probably the easiest. Again, this is the one I would recommend for most people. Uh-oh, here we go. Good thing Fuzz test wasn't out yesterday because I'd have been on the Chiefs. Actually, you know, the Chiefs laying 7. I didn't really get that. Fuzz testnet launching tomorrow, and they doubled the boost you receive for staking with their validator. Yeah, I don't even want to get speaking of validators, validator link down below, please. Delegate to that. Let's get that bad boy elected. I don't even know how I'm going to handle my next bill, man. All right, so Fuzz, I am not a fan of how centralized the validators are becoming with a lot of these incentive programs. Tens of millions are in the Fuzz validator. Hundreds of millions are in these Sta1, right? It's a very concentrated mafia set. Harmony One has done very little to help little to nothing to help, you know, small validators. It's almost like they don't care. Don't get me started on a Harmony Run rant. We're gonna get Rex all upset. I know you don't like. Yep, there you go. Yep, more Fuzz. Yep. All right, let's move on to what the title says today, and that is Holy Grail. Grail harder, everyone. All right, so on Friday, let's do a little story time. I'm not going to pay attention to the chat because I don't want to get distracted. On Friday, Rex brought this to our attention. We took a look at it, and I'm like, man, I thought, me personally, I looked at this, and I'm like, all right, this looks terrible. Like, this website still looks like garbage, if you ask me. Just because there's some, like, whatever this is floating around. Like, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but this does not look like a very good website. There's no real white paper. Apparently there is. I don't even know how you find it. And there's the, as of Friday, we didn't really know who the team was, were they docs, this and that. So this was just a, a spring up overnight type thing. And this thing just screamed rug pull. It freaking screams rug pull. Here's the problem. Most people on Harmony 1 are flat out degens. Like some of the worst degens I've ever seen on the planet. They ape into everything, anything and everything. Some of them, think they're day traders. Right. So anyway, it's a really weird situation. And I'm just like, no, thank you. No, sorry, Bob. I'm just going to continue to be in my safe place. Like Osmosis, where I've been losing money. I'm still very bullish Osmosis and that whole ecosystem. That's just because of, what's going on in crypto in general. The whole, I love Anchor and all that. I've already, touched on why Luna and Anchor kind of having problems right now. Luna's getting hit pretty heavy. Do I still have there? Like Luna's getting really cheap. Like it was down a bit again. Yeah, no, so it's making a little bit of a comeback, as is crypto in general. So yeah, again, hopefully Capo's wrong this time. All right, so I'm like, no, thank you. This just looks too risky, cheap token prices, really high emission rates. And I'm just like, all right, no, thank you. Looks way too risky for me. Now, a lot of degens in the Discord did get into this, and I'm just like, man, hopefully things work out for him. Farnswoggle P. Horsetooth did say it's better to get in early than to be right. I do agree with that. You can get into some of these things, and this is unfortunately maybe the kind of thing that regulation may or may not help, because there are a lot of scams springing up left and right. And I'm not, I haven't said whether or not I think this is a scam or not. But anyway, you can get into these and you can get paid. You can see I'm in it, and I've made, this is in the last 24 hours. I've made 20, I would say, so 6:30 a.m. So it's been 24 and a half hours. I've made $434 and 271,000. So I'm in it, right? I'm in it. That doesn't mean, again, I haven't said whether or not I think this is a scam or not. Anyway, this is one of the craziest rides or especially one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in the history of freaking, DeFi. A lot of stuff hit the fan, and I don't really have any of it up. I can kind of try and find it quickly. What's going on in DeFi? LMFAO. All right. So some bro, I don't think I pinned it or anything. Maybe I did. Some bro on Twitter. Yeah, here we go. This right here. Some bro on Twitter pointed out, like, I was up. It was like 6 in the morning or 6 in the morning, police at my door. All right, they are the same as. All right, so some bro posted. Oh, okay. So this is the Holy Grail responding. So it's going to be further up. Okay, it's probably. Maybe I didn't even put it in here. Anyway, some bro on Twitter posted that the scene was straight from a Steam game. So he even posted the game, and it was a lot of the same assets. And he pointed out a few other things, I believe. But like the chalice was like straight copied off Google or something. And I don't know, it didn't look good. And the token started tanking like crazy. The dude, like the dev was asleep this whole time. Like he wasn't even paying attention. And he wakes up and the token price, the liquidity went from like $1 million all the way down to 200,000. It was rugged. Holy One was rugged by the community. It was freaking amazing. Like they panicked, they freaked out. It was freaking insane. Flu was in the Discord before the bro even woke up. You don't know who Flu is. He's kind of fairly well known, highly well known in the, DFK, and he's in the granary now. I don't know his exact title. He's not a dev or anything. I think he's just like marketing or something, but he's very well known, and he had money in Holy Grail. He was one of the degens. He definitely super ape degened in, and this Holy Grail had liquidity pools on Fox Finance, and again, people were just aping into this. I don't really understand why. Anyway, so in the gameplay footage, they pointed out that the gameplay footage was from, they said it was from the actual game with just like some overlays of, the Holy Grail logos and stuff, all very generic stuff, and the monk singing and all this was all like copied and all this. So again, the community rug pulled it. They just started pulling out like liquidity on crazy. And then the dev came online. He's just like, man, what the hell's going on here? And so this entire time, I'm just like, I knew it. I knew this was a rug. I knew this was like a bunch of BS. I knew it. I knew it in my bones, and I felt validated. But at the same time, I felt bad for people that had lost money in this. And I came to the assumption that maybe Rex lost money, maybe Farnswoggle lost money, and whoever else in the Discord aped into this. And everyone knew. A lot of these people knew that they were taking the risk and they were okay with taking the loss. So I just had to naturally assume they didn't invest, but I know FOMO is a mofo. I mean, you get into this thing, and I do remember Rex saying the night before, he's like, man, this thing is kicking some ass. I'm going to add some LP. And I'm just like, man, hopefully he didn't get wrecked too hard. Anyway, the dev came back online, and he started I was very, very impressed with the dev on how he answered all these questions. And this was real time. This was all in Discord and chat, but I was very impressed with how he was answering things. And then there's one dude, I forget his name. He pointed out, and he even pulled up Unity or whatever the software is. So the dev says, yes, I bought these assets. You can buy these assets. And it's not the exact same scene, right? And so he proved that he owned the assets, and this other dude proved it with screenshots of the software or whatever, from the best of my understanding. And he just stayed on Discord all day long answering questions, slowly building back the trust of the community. And I think he did an excellent job of answering these questions, and he had great answers for everything. There's still a few things that kind of concern me. Like, for example, he's like, someone asked, well, why did you sell your some tokens or whatever? And so there's still some fishiness to the story. He's like, well, I sold some to get my initial liquidity back of $180. And I'm just like, bro, $180? Like, do you really need $180 that bad? Like, how bad are things over there for you? Anyway, he did put in a grant for Harmony One, and Harmony One told him, no, we can't give you the grant. This is what you need to do. And he's working on that. He needs to provide a working demo, and then I think he'll be approved, and he'll need to meet guidelines from there on out. Some of his answers were like, I know this guy knows tech for sure. There's no way, he answered certain things like, why did you choose Harmony One? And one of his answers were, I guess you could kind of Google this stuff, but he answered other questions when it came to the website and different technical things that most people just wouldn't know. And he answered them very quickly. But he's like, he chose Harmony One for this and that. And he said VRF, very resilient framework, and all these things. And I'm like, this guy's knowledgeable. Another concern, and I think he answered this really well, is like, well, why did you, and everyone's still down on Sarah. I don't know why they're down on Sarah. You should be down on Freya. Whatever, I'm not going to get into that. But why are you following Sarah? Why are you following Freya? He was following a few people. And people would ask him, are you Freya? And he's like, who the F is Freya? And I'm like, man, how could you choose Harmony One and be that stupid? But I honestly do believe he probably didn't even know who any of these people were. And he's just like, man, I followed them because they seem to be popular in Harmony One. And it's not, It's not a perfect answer, but it's a pretty freaking good answer. And again, this was all on the fly, right? So anyway, from what I can tell, and I'm usually a pretty good judge of character. I mean, I'm actually but it's hard to do when it's just text, right? I mean, it's a lot different when it's just text. I'm good at reading people in real life, not necessarily, but I tried to penetrate all his answers from all different angles, and I believe the guy, right? So it's this simple. I don't know that it's a rug pull. It could still be a rug pull. I think A. Sanders posted in the Discord the rug doc report. And yeah, A. Sanders. So there is a concern that the master chef not currently behind a time lock. And I read through that, and it's basically says this is one of the best security measures against a dev rug pulling. I don't know, because there's a time between like when you commit changes or whatever and before the money can be pulled out, and it can be like 6 hours or whatever. I don't know how much of a cushion that really gets and how many people are really paying attention to a lot of that stuff. And I don't really know, I've heard different things about RugDoc as of late, of how reliable they are and all that. So I don't really know what to think on that. This is what I know. And I talk about all the time where I bet on the people. The dude I know it's not Freya because the dude did do a voice clip of himself, and it's a dude. Best I can tell, he's in his late 20s, early 30s. Just from the voice, he's like Grail harder. But he's definitely a dude. And again, he's very confident. There's a few things he did say that are just like a little too cocky for me. He also said it was a really weird AMA. They had an AMA and they brought in the High Indian. Like, what? Like the High Indian had nothing to do with it. And there's this like pineapple person that was super like this, the pineapple. I'm not sure this. I think this pineapple person's in another project or something. From what I can tell, a very intelligent person, but seems super. He's super into Harmony One and the community, and all the good vibes and stuff over there. So he's definitely invested in Harmony One. I don't know if he's like how invested he is in. But he was definitely spearheading the campaign to, turn the pitchforks, have people put their pitchforks down. But it was really weird. And again, there was an AMA, and that channel's over there. You're welcome to read through it. It was just them asking a bunch of questions, and the dude sitting there answering most of them pretty good for the most part. And it is all in here. Let's see, always back to work. All right. So concerns are, so far it's only one dude. So that's kind of a concern. And it's like, also it's pretty impressive that the guy has done as much as he has, only being one dude. He's got a website. Like, it's almost like, I don't know. It almost doesn't seem possible for one person to come out with what they have so far. Like, there's been some interesting gameplay screenshots. I thought there was like I could have sworn there was like some drawings. Oh yeah, there was a video or something that it's pretty impressive that he was able to put this together as one person. Why? All right, so he even put in. So I wonder if anyone's asked him about the master chef and if he's responded to that. But he's the one that posted the rug doc. I don't know. So all I'm saying is this dude does seem like he seems pretty reliable to me. Now, here's the deal. This is a bet. This is a gamble. I don't think it's a rug pull. I really don't. I don't think this is a scam. I could be wrong. But my vibe is, from everything I've viewed at and looked at now, I don't think this is a rug pull or a scam. I do have some concerns, though. Like, they asked him how he would spend the Harmony One grant. So I feel like this guy is super confident when it comes to technology and what he's doing and things like that. So I feel like he can pull off the tech. I just don't know how good he is at, like, building a team, building something like what DFK has, or building that out, or how to spend the money. And I don't know, 50,000 is really not that much, if we're being quite honest. So he's going to need capital raises, probably from like an NFT drop and things like that. So there is an NFT drop that's supposed to be coming. I do believe there's a vote on that right now. I was a little bit surprised. The current vote is going, it's either like the first, excuse me, the first, I don't know, I posted this. It's got to be in here somewhere. The first 1,000 people in Discord or something like that versus having 100 million in liquidity. And that, so the vote's a landslide the last time I checked. I think we can go to holygrail.one votes or vote.holy1. I mean, I have this in the Discord too. Yeah, so 1 million, our first 1,000 Discord users. I wonder how that, yeah, here we go. Let's see what it's at right now. Connect wallet. Still a couple days left for this. I'm not sure why the results aren't showing up. All right, anyway, that vote's going on. I am in Holy Grail. I put in, I don't even, like, I kept FOMOing in. So I put in like 70 jewel worth. So that would have been like 500. Yeah, I put in about $500 initially. And then I took some money out of the bank and I put, out of my jewel bank, and I put a little bit more in, and then I took my reward. So I would say I have around $1,000 in this, give or take a couple $100. Yeah, what is going on here, guys? Why is this rug pulling? Is Harmony 1 down again? Oh my goodness, the problem's over at Harmony 1. We haven't gotten our post-mortem. Why do we still have RPC issues and relay issues? I'm getting super freaking frustrated with Harmony 1. Let me get caught up. Jay Wiley in the house. How you doing, brother? Sentiment on DFK in my circles is mixed. Some FUD, but also some good critique of it being boring as a game. It is current iteration. P2 is like, I don't have a problem. I kind of enjoy, and I don't need it to be too crazy, right? I don't mind DFK. I understand that it's early, and I think there's a lot of development to come. But I can't take the freaking, it takes me like 10 minutes sometimes, and I got to switch RPCs and relay exhaustion and blah, 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 and the delays. That's what bothers me, right? Get that S fixed. And I think that's some on DFK and some on Harmony 1. Yeah, so Retro's talking about the AMA. Yeah, so a lot of people, they're throwing Sarah in this basket the same as Freya, and I just like, it's two different story, two different thing. Maybe the X. Yeah, so this dude is definitely, he says he has some other successful projects. He didn't really say what they were. He wants to be completely anonymous. I think he's really nervous or doesn't like getting on the mic. I get that, dude. Like, even as me, it's weird. I don't like getting into Twitter spaces and talking because I have to interact with other people. And usually they're just going to say something that is going to make me want to say, man, you're a dumbass. You know me, I'm pretty honest, right? I'm just like, and who says I'm not the dumbass, right? So I don't know. I'm a lot more awkward in situations where I have to talk to other people. So maybe that dude's the same way. It's a lot easier here, right? I can just talk. It's basically like talking to myself and responding to some chat. It's like you guys are like interviews Sarah, and I'm just like, man, that and I know I say you got to get uncomfortable so you can be comfortable being uncomfortable. So I would definitely be out of my comfort zone. GE in the house. How you doing, brother? Smash the likes, everyone. All right. I lost some money, but my homies and Tom's. Yeah. So I did a 180 on this, and I'm just like, man, I'm all in on this guy. So you're gambling You're taking a risk early. What a lot of people don't understand is venture capitalists lose money all the time. They invest in things all the time that end up going to zero and don't work out. But some of them hit. This situation's not much different. You do your due diligence, you do your research, and you're just like, at a minimum, I'm like, this dude knows his stuff. He's probably going to drop like an NFT or something, and this thing is going to continue to FOMO up, and it already has. I could pull my initial liquidity out right now and run this for a free ride. I'm taking the risk that at a minimum, I would be able to get a good enough pump to take out my initial liquidity and continue to ride this. As of right now, I should do that, but I'm going to continue to take the risk, and I'm going to continue to try and pull a little bit more money out of it. I would like to have that like million. I definitely would like to have like 1 million HLY, which would be about, looks like it would be about $1,200 worth right now at current price. Just to be able to be on the whitelist for the NFT, I think that could be pretty huge too. It's not going to take much of an announcement from this guy or any type of gameplay from this bro, and this thing could shoot up another 5 or 10x. And here's the deal, guys. Like I said, I put $1,000 into this. It's already a free ride, but I like to compound my free rides. This is money from DFK. I took money out of DFK that I'm well into. Like, DFK is impossible at this point for me to lose money on. I've already made all my money back in DFK, and everything I pull out of DFK right now is just free money. But that doesn't mean I want to lose money, right? So either way, I put some free money into this, and I'm trying to turn this into a free ride. I could do that right now, but I think the risk reward's still good. The one thing that does concern me, and kudos to Retro for driving this research. This is one of the great things about this Discord, guys. We work together as a team. We question everything, and he's like, how many tokens are there? And I really didn't put in the effort to answer that question myself, because I was mostly in this thinking like, I'm going to get a pump. I'm going to be able to get my initial liquidity out. Anyway, that's the risk I was willing to take. So to answer that question, there's 2.5 billion tokens. So it's 5 times the amount of Holy tokens that there are in DFK, which is a total of 500 million tokens. So you can figure, you can kind of guess what the price would be. So even at like, if this thing were get to a penny fully diluted, what would that be? Like 250 million? I mean, is my math that bad? I'm going to do the Hey Google thing, but I don't want to, because if I watch this stream later, it's going to cause a problem. I should be able to do this math, but it's too early. Let's just do it on a calculator. So 2500 1 2 3 1 2 3 2,500,000,000 times 0.01 would be 25 million, right? Yeah, 25 million. So for this thing to be a penny, this thing would have a market cap of 25 million. How realistic is that? I mean, that's pretty low, all things considered, but it's also really high, all things considered. Most things in cryptocurrency, most of these plays, like even DFK and Axie Infinity, I don't know that DFK is worth $1 billion as of right now. That's a lot of freaking money, guys. But that's just kind of how this stuff works. So 25 million, 0.01, I mean, that's not out of the realm of, I mean, Tranquil right now is worth, this someone else pointed this out. This, Holy Grail has more of a working game demo than Tranquil at this point. And we don't know that Tranquil has anything, right? Other than a few scribbles and a couple songs. So, and again, it's just one bro over there. But so you just gotta, so the last thing about the tokenomics that concern me a little bit is it's all gonna be done in 1 month. So that's one of the reasons the rates are so high. All 2.5 billion tokens from launch, it was like January 24th to February 24th or something like that. So that's just 1,000 HLY per second. That's 60,000 a minute. That's 3.5 million, 3.6 million an hour. Is my math right? That's like like 70 million a day or something like that. I'm just kind of doing it quickly on the fly. That's a lot, right? So I'm actually pretty surprised. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty freaking surprised. The price of this is almost doubled in the last, 12 hours, really. Because as of last night, this had been hovering around 0.09 cents. So I'm going to leave my pool in for a little bit more. I'm not adding to it, but I'm bullish on this in general. I'm going to take the risk. I want to have the million Holy to be whitelisted on the NFT. I'm going to continue to buy the NFT. I'm going to continue to back this, and I'm going to continue to gamble on it. I don't think it's a rug pull. I really don't. So, I mean, it was a rug pull, but it was rug pulled by the community. It was the wildest thing I've ever seen in my life. But again, guys, it's not financial advice. I know a lot of people FOMO'd back in, and Retro was pretty hesitant, and then he was going to FOMO in, then he got hesitant again, and I think he did end up FOMOing in. And I don't like people, and I don't think anyone I know Rex didn't FOMO in because I wasn't even in it. He was the first to FOMO in, but he might have FOMOed a little bit. He might have got a little extra bullish once he saw old Tom was on the choo-choo train. You missed a lot, Nigel. You're just going to have to rewind it, brother. All right. Blancos is an interesting P2E, but it won't pay the bills. I don't want, that's the thing. Like Luna, man. Luna looks pretty dope, except I don't want to get involved in a game that takes up too much time. I don't have time to play some game 12 hours a day. Now they're talking about, and I started to watch the Climb Crypto video this morning, but it was an hour and a half. Dude, what's he thinking? Who the F has an hour and a half to watch a video? Like, I don't even understand. Why would anyone make YouTube videos that are an hour and a half long? Like, come on, dude, pull your head out of your ass. You need to make that 5 minutes. But I don't know. I'm sure someone got that joke there. Anyway, there's going to be like scholarship programs, or they're talking about owning like 12 eggs. 6 eggs. Climb has like 6 eggs or something. Scholarship, but they don't know how they're going to do the scholarship programs. That's so far all we've seen in NFTs on that. The NFTs look freaking dope. I'm not gonna lie, and the lore so far has been really cool. But has there been any actual gameplay over there? And how long away is that going to be? And with the price of Luna doing what it's doing, and I think the prices are dipping there a little bit. It's a little bit heated. I mean, again, it's the same thing. Like how many actual people are there actually in? Like how many different active users are actually in the game? That's the kind of metrics I want to know. Is Luna like there's 10,000 NFTs owned by 2,000 people? Like, are those the kind of metrics you can see on Random Earth, kind of like you could see with OpenSea? These are really important metrics to know. And then it's like there's eight different NFTs. There's nested eggs, unnnested eggs, talismans, dust. I mean, JFC, guys. There's an acronym for you, JFC. I don't even know if I want to. Don't even locked mechs. Who do I need to ban? All I saw was Nimrod. Oh my goodness, dude. E-Gold is garbage. I'm sorry if you get me excited. Sorry if that was a little hot on the mic, but don't even get me started on E-Gold. Can you see metrics? I love that metric in OpenSea. Oh yeah, you can see. So 5,000 items. Dude, it's 50%. 50% of the people, like that turns me off just looking at that. It's like a 2-to-1. 5,000 items, 2.2K owners. Oh, wait, that's better, right? That means half of them. So at most, it's like a 2-to-1 ratio. That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. I mean, I would like to see so that's 50%. That's not too bad. Calm down, Tom. All right, it looks like the meteor dust is like a 5-to-1. That's kind of high. And the dragon eggs, or it's like 52-to-1 again. So 2-to-1's a pretty good ratio. The lower that number, the better it is. It's not bad. What is a dragon's loot? Well, there's another egg. So the floor on the dragon, these are the nested eggs, I believe, is 5.7. That's remain pretty steady. This is an 11.8. What is the difference between... I've had to read like Casca's article 37 times and I still... that's another problem, right? If it's too complicated, you gotta dumb this game down for me, man. All right. $5.7 nested. So this one requires Havana dragon eggs. So is it named different now? So this one requires, if I remember correctly, I'm not gonna look at the chat. This requires getting the accompanying dust, and you have a better chance of getting some like famous ass popular talisman or something. So this one's already, no thank you. So you need to buy one of these and a talisman is the way I understand it. So I'm looking at 5.7 Luna as of right now. That's remained fairly steady. The price of Luna had dipped a little. And then, so I think all I need to get into the game is, but I don't want to play. I don't know that I even want to play this game. I don't have this kind of time. Where are the talismans? Luna bowls, eggs, dust. Is it the loot? Are these the talismans? Yeah, these are the talismans. So, all right, let's see what we got. Terran. These have gone up in price a little. I think these were under 2.0 yesterday. So, yeah, so 2 seems to be the floor. Free Martians seem to be the cheapest. And the Terran faction, oh, these aren't. All right, let's get this on sale. All right, why is this one up first with a higher price? Oh, offer. Price. All right, 1.8. So this has remained pretty steady too. So you're looking at 7.5 to get into this. 7.5 times 50 is 350, 370, a little under $400 to get into this. Again, I think the artwork on the NFTs look really cool. I think the lore they've gotten is really cool. But what is the actual gameplay? No one knows what the actual gameplay is. Am I wrong? Let's see. Freya is holy. No, because it's a dude. So it could be Sarah. I don't think it's Sarah. I don't think Sarah had the technical knowledge that this bro had. My lock press is, yeah, and the lock, I don't even want to know what my lock mex is looking like. Looks like Retro has been fully onboarded from the Discord. Laugh out loud 180. I don't understand that comment. You missed Tom giving the only financial advice. All right, I hope Tank Defirer is out before X Tank unlock. I hope Tank Defirer is out before X Tank unlock. You want your X Tank to unlock just to have the tank for like their Gen 0 drop or whatever is how I look at that. Let's see. How much one do we need to stake to make it the minimum? 4 million, man. If I had 4 million Harmony 1, I'd do it myself, but my D ain't that big. I say we got an awesome entry here. On what? On what, Retro? Right after the FUD fallout. Where's the awesome entry, my man? Let's see. You need only 1 million Holy on their site to get the whitelist. Right. Correct. Well, as of right now, GE, that's the vote. First 1,000 Discord users make the whitelist. I voted for the first 1,000 users, but I think the 1 million votes actually better because it shows that you believe in it and you're going to stake. So I wish I could take my vote back. It doesn't matter though. I didn't really think about it when I voted. I just knew I was in the first 1,000 and I wanted to be whitelisted. But 1 million holy is, I mean, it's like $1,200. Yesterday it was like 600. So how much one would you need compounding in the remaining in the remaining time to meet that? I would say, I don't know, bro. I put in, the interest rate's fallen too. So, I mean, $1,200 gets you there now. If you were to put in like $300 or $400 into like the Jewel, like what's the best pool right now? I really don't know, to be honest. It's not that hard as of right now, but I don't know if the price is going to fall. You know, I don't know if it's going to fall. I mean, it's already had some pretty high volatility, but it seems to be picking up some steam. $430. So it's about $1,200 to do it right now. I've earned I'd say about $400 a day. 270,000. I don't know, man. Like if you would have put in like $500 worth into the Jewel Holy Pool, I think you would probably hit that no problem. Maybe even less, like a couple $100. Just put it in, and if you were to take it and, you know, take your rewards every day and then split it back into the Jewel Holy, you would should have no problem getting there. A permanent loss could be a thing, because, you know, Holy is going to outpace Jewel at this point. So a permanent loss is almost a given, but you're getting paid 11,000%. And then the Holy USD is, let me think about that one. The Holy USD is not a bad one because it pays a little bit higher, but as Holy goes up, it's going to sell on you, but your dollar cost averaging out. So this is probably a nice safe pool, but it's probably going to accumulate a little bit slower. But if you were to put it in now, I mean, I think you could even just put in a couple $100 and then just compound it every day, take out your rewards. Either you could dump it into the Holy single stake and still get 3,400%. So, I mean, even at 3,400%, 3 months, 12 months, I'm trying to do math here. That's like 400%. So theoretically, I don't know, dude. I don't have the PhD formula for that one. I would say a couple $100 to get you there. This is high risk, though. Super high risk. Please. I put the money in and I already considered it lost. I'm not going to enjoy losing it, but I put the money in. Again, it was house money. I've already considered it lost. Plain and simple. I'm trying not to lose it, but I've already considered it lost. And if you can't truly, like, it's a lot different saying I considered it lost versus it being an actual loss. You've got to mentally prepare yourself for the, like, treat it like you went to the blackjack table or roulette and slapped it out on black and you can lose it. That's how you have to treat something like this. Anyone in Uniswap, not familiar with that. I hate myself for just getting into the Holy One. Why? There's nothing wrong with that, LP. I mean, that one, really, it's not much different than the Jewel. I don't really see a whole lot of difference in that one, to be quite. I mean, a little bit less interest. It's got higher liquidity. That's why it's got less. I just did the Jewel because it was easy for me. I had Jewels. Otherwise, I might have done the Holy One. I don't see any problem with that one. And don't blame anyone in this chat. Just invest on Levana NFTs. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped for Levana in general, like the Levana token. I mean, it's not a whole lot different than the degen box strategy, as far as I can tell. I think it's just all contained within the Terra Luna ecosystem. I don't know if they're going to add proposals to kind of, you know, slash their rewards on stuff like that. I do know some changes are coming. Tomorrow is Prism. I'm pretty excited about Prism. I did do a lot of research on that this weekend. That's where it breaks up the yield and the underlying into two different tokens. You can do a lot of cool things with it. So I'm looking forward to that. Again, that's tomorrow. I also started looking at Moonbeam. I'm looking to get some money moved over to Moonbeam to Stella Swap. You know, this is all Polkadot stuff. It looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. They're paying about 900%, I believe, on the Glimmer, the GLMR, and Stella. Stella, was it Stella? Is it Stella again? But I haven't figured out how to use the bridge yet. I don't know how easy or hard that is, or whether it's, something I really want to get into. And I got to figure out where that money's coming from. I've been meaning, and I need to do this. And let's see where we're doing right now. I'm right now, not enough memory. Okay. I'm trying to stack jewels in the bank for, like, when's the crystal airdrops coming? When are we getting that? I'm trying to get money put back into the bank. I want to earn interest on it. I got to worry about taxes again now for 2023. And I got to make sure I'm setting enough money aside for taxes. And I'm already like 1 month in, and I can't contain myself with my jewel earnings, reinvesting it elsewhere. And I've got to start setting money aside, whether it be an Anchor or Tank or maybe Geist over on Phantom. I don't know what Geist pays to deposit whatever stable coin or whatever. I'm actually kind of, again, looking forward to liquid finance over on Cardano, but the way things have been launching on Cardano and all their problems, who know how viable that's going to be this year. The Holy Grail quest is a disaster. Oh, it is. And that it kind of pissed me off because I brought that up to him yesterday. And I'm just like, dude, this site is a pain. For one, it makes my laptop fan go crazy all the time. So he put in this disable FX button. And I'm like, bro, like, it's too hard to navigate this site. And he's like, well, they're two different applications. You just need to click on the Holy Grail and then it takes you to the swap. I'm like, that's not intuitive. Come on, dude. Like, don't make it that effing complicated. Who cares if it's two different applications? Make the goddamn thing the same. You know what I can't be the only one out there. I'm sure some, Tom, you're just stupid. Dude, no. First of all, I don't want it in two different tabs. I just want to go back and forth in the same effing tab. I want to be able to go like this. Do my swap. I want to go like this. I want to go like this. And then I want to go back. Oh, wait, what just happened? Oh, okay. Now I've got another effing tab open. Are you kidding me? No, dude. Fix it. Rant. All right. All right, guys. Nah, we'll think it over. Oh, nice. Which one are you thinking over? Oh, that Holy. Answering your. Has it ever used another? Bro, I don't know, man. Like I told him, and he's just like, oh, it's two different apps, and I don't. Okay, all right, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know, man. Grail Quest. So yeah, you click on this link to get back here. It's so frustrating. And then you're like, oh, wait. Now I've got a fourth tab open. And then, all right, so I want to do Connect Wallet. Wait, why do I have so many Holy Grail tabs open? All right, but I'm going to go to the Grail Quest. Oh, crap. I forgot to do... I did a swap. I meant to do LP. Okay. Why do I have 5 Holy Grail tabs? What's going on here? Let's see. Wasn't this shown to be a huge rug? Hey, Matt, how you doing? You missed a lot, bro. You're going to have to go back and watch the stream. The community rugged it. As of right now, it's unknown if it's a rug. I don't think it's a rug. I don't think it's a developer rug anyway. Yeah, it is. It's a freaking quest to navigate the site. It overheats my CPU or my GPU, probably my GPU on my laptop, because I don't think it has like some great laptop. And that's, he did add this disable special effects, but you disable it and then you go like this, and then you're in a new tab. And you're like, okay, you want to go back to that page. You either got to go back to that. No one like flips back to a tab. They're just like, okay, I'm going to go back to the quest. And then it opens up a new tab, right? Oh, then at least it's still disabled. But if you no, wait, it's not disabled. So you got to disable it again. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like, how is he supposed to do a game if he can't fix some, like, these are just like quality of life changes on the website. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Yeah, no problem, Matt. It was a community rug. The dude did a really good job of answering a lot of questions. I'm backing him. Viper has the best deck. Viper on, are you saying Viper on Harmony 1 has the best decks? Because I'm going to disagree with you on that. I think DFK has the best decks. All right, let's see what's going on with crypto. I got about 15 minutes before I need to go back to work. I have a huge case of the Mondays, guys. Huge freaking case of the Mondays. All right, Bitcoin looking pretty freaking good. What's going on here? All things considered, 37,800. It's probably doing good. Ah, man, again, like if this pumps, man, do I take profits off the dude? My diamond nuts are more like diamond chia seeds right now. I am so nervous right now about these markets. Yeah, I'll agree with you on that for the most part. I mean, DFK. So I think DFK is the best DEX because of liquidity, but I don't like, I mean, it's just a Viper clone. I don't like, there's some things about DFK I don't like. Wham, Tom. Like for example, when you finish a quest, a pop-up comes open. If you accidentally click the window, it disappears, right? That's very annoying. I do that all the time. It's the same with the DEX. It's same with a lot of windows here. If it's a little pop-up, and if you click out, you have to start over. I hated in the beginning. So this is just a Viper clone, but I hated. Let's see. No, I wanted to look at the pools. And always, it's too much work to remember where to go things on here. All right, so the seed. This always took a long time to pop up. So this still seems to be a problem. Yeah, look at this, man. Like, no one had. We all have a short attention spans. What the hell's going on here? Is this Harmony 1's problem, or is this DFK's problem? Sushi. I like sushi too. I like sushi's interface a lot. But so this is the whole thing here. Like. And then if you click off, you got to start over, right? Why is this taking so long? Is this RPC issues? Like this has been a problem for months. This has been a problem since October when this came out. All right, finally it comes up. But then if you do that, it clicks out and then you got to start over. So at least it like caches it. But this whole win, especially like if you're on a laptop or something, it can be super annoying. I guess I just don't like that the pop-up is all I'm saying. I wanted to get into DFK when you first hopped on it, but UI got you confused. Regret putting, yeah, I wasn't, I mean, I'm still not a fan of the UI. It was confusing and it did turn me off a little bit in the beginning. I'm just like, man, I want a yield farm. I don't want to, I don't want to put this much work into adding LP, clicking, going to all these different tabs and this little extra gaming. But it paid. Honestly, the rewards were so high that I kept some money in it, and then things went like super off the rails. I had Jewel, and I don't know what I just FOMO'd into the Gen Zero launch. I was very like unsure whether I wanted to get into it or not. I can't even remember like what sent me over the edge. And then I ended up trying to mint too, and then I didn't. And it's still very, very uncertain. But this is just one of those venture capital risks that paid off. I was very uncertain about the team at the time. I have all the trust in the world with that team and the way they built it out now, though, for sure. So Grail harder. Retro is the hardest one to get to FOMO into the Holy Grail. And I think he's going the hardest. 10 minutes trying to, yeah, all right, let's see, let's make sure I haven't missed anything. Get on the, I do, bro, like I switch back and forth, so even the Fuzz RPC has problems time to time. So the Harmony one in Pocket, I get relay exhaustion errors all the time. I don't have Fuzz on this one. Oh yeah, I do. Sometimes the Fuzz just won't even interact. I get sick of going back and forth. And there's a couple other ones. Just fix the problem. Tell us what's going on. Fix the problem. Fix the problem. Or at least, wasn't there supposed to be a post-mortem of their last outage? I mean, Cardano has their problems, but they haven't gone down. Like, they're super congested. Pro or con, you tell me, but they didn't go down. They probably have 10 to 20 times the amount of traffic on their network than Harmony One does, and they didn't go down. If Harmony One had the if Harmony One had the same traffic that Cardano had on it, Harmony One, like the validators, would catch on fire. I'm certain of it. Harmony News, nope, they just keep telling us great things. Where's the post-mortem? Team information. Are they going to have an AMA today? But are they going to tell us what's up with the RPC issues that have been ongoing since I can remember? There was a time in the summer I thought Harmony One was the greatest blockchain on the planet. We were in Sushi Swap. The thing just worked most of the time. Then DFK hit the scene, and it's been downhill ever since. All right. Well, let's see what's. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, guys. I'm kind of running out of things to talk about right now. Unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about, anything you want me to cover real quick. I got 9 minutes again. Bitcoin's looking pretty good. You know what? So I did. Over 24 hours ago, I did readjust my pools and osmosis, but I haven't seen any rewards, and it's been longer than 24 hours. So what does this say? Reward distribution. Did it just happen? I guess I got an hour and a half to see if any rewards show up. I don't know if there's like, because I reallocated things and if that messed it up or whatever, because again, it's been over 24. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it was less than, maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe it was after, because I should see some Osmo here, right? And some secret. So I'm going to give that another hour and a half, and I can follow up on that tomorrow. But I really, like, this is a really good DEX, a really good user experience. It's very seamless. There's no gas over here. I am super bullish on a lot of the things over here. Unfortunately, though. So I put $1,000 into this pool. So I'm down $175 right now. Well, I say that I am, but so this $81 and this $14, I believe, is mostly profit. And then I put $2,000 into this one. So I'm down like 700 there, but the price of Luna and the price of Atom have taken a huge hit. I top ticked this. I top ticked getting into Atom and Luna, and basically the next day they pulled the Tom jaded on one. You guys need to make up because the children are. I'm just saying, man. Like Harmony One has some problems to fix. Point me to where they're talking about how they're addressing the RPC issues. You know, that's all I asked for. Like, I'm sure they're working on it, but again, the traffic is going to, with all these games, what happens if another game blows up and more adoption comes in? The network has already gone down. The Pocket network hasn't solved any issues. The best I can tell, the Pocket RPC is supposed to be a decentralized RPC that was supposed to be the saving grace, but it can't handle it. And I don't know that the load is even that high right now. Are there any metrics to find out how many transactions are happening? I want to see a graph of how many new users and how many it's got to be out there somewhere. I just don't know where it is, you know, versus in the summer before DFK and everything was nice versus now, and how much that's changing and how much extra how much extra traffic is on the network. And again, I would like to hear, like, what are they doing to really solve this issue? Because I really haven't heard anything, and it's been an ongoing issue for months now. And I love Harmony One. I love the ecosystem. I love the community. There's a lot of similarities. Similar. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time. Similarities. That's a kind of a tough word to utter out, I guess. Similarities between Harmony One and Cardano. It's one of the reasons that attracted me to Harmony One. But I don't know, man. They're having some serious growing pains right now. Why do you hate I don't hate Harmony One. I don't hate, and I know, like, this audience is like, diehard Harmony One, but you got to see that there's problems there. I'm head over heels like Moonboy Cardano. Cardano, at least they're very transparent about it. They tell you ahead of time. They got some serious problems to fix. But I have confidence that they'll get them fixed. I also have confidence that it's going to be a bumpy ass ride. We just had another DEX come out on Cardano and it was a hot freaking mess. So it could be a very bumpy ride. And if there's more delays with, a lot of the things because Charles has said things in the past, like this is going to happen and it doesn't, and it gets delayed. The same thing happened with Ethereum, and it still happened with Ethereum. The big difference is the amount of traffic and the amount of users that are on Cardano and Ethereum versus a lot of these other networks. So it's a lot of pressure for Cardano to pull this stuff off, and it could be a very rocky road. It could be a very long 2022, 2023 where I don't even see the profits. I was thinking $10 Cardano. I'm thinking 50-cent Cardano. If we have a devil wick, man, and I'm basically my entry price. So and it can be a rough year for crypto in general. And if it's going to be the same for Harmony One. I don't know how much DFK is going to save Harmony One if the crypto markets crash. Harmony One is going to get hit harder than a lot of these top caps. Price prediction on Cardano in the year. That is a tough one, bro. That is a super tough one. It all depends on if they can get a lot of these problems fixed. Charles has said he doesn't care how much it's going to cost, but pipelining, input endorsers, and Hydra will happen this year. And if those happen to any degree, and some of the other stuff that they're working on, and some of these, they start getting the TVL that the blockchain deserves, it's moon time. We're talking $5-10. Alternatively, if they continue to have problems, it takes them longer to figure out. Haskell is a very difficult language, and it's going to take time to get really good polished code over there. And then the market crashes. Cardano 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? Like that, Cardano 50 cents is going to be like in the days in crypto. Like Biden's threw down an 80% tax on crypto, and he's going to KYC everything, and just like the worst regulation in the world. Who knows what that could cost to the crypto? I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. So if the markets crash harder, I don't personally think Bitcoin going below like the 30 to 28,000 is less likely. It could happen. Like we could go back down to like 20 or 15. Those are all on the table. I think anything under like the recent summer lows is unlikely unless they just really manipulate it down based on like some crazy fear. I would look towards like a quick, push down and push up on something like that. But overall, I'm bullish on Cardano. The problem is I just so much uncertainty about the market this year. And even if it's not this year, what about the year after, right? So I don't know. It's tough. My investment strategy has always been, hold until you're right. It can be a long hold. It can be a several year hold at this point. But I do think if Cardano can get their problems fixed and we do get a nice rally and Bitcoin starts seeing 70,000, 80,000, and Cardano, liquid finance comes out and it's good, and, Sunday Swap fixes their problems and their pools and their, that congestion gets a lot better, and they improve the technology, which they are working with the team, and a few other projects start coming online. Cody's got stuff in the works and some announcements coming out that look very interesting in their stable coin. It could see $5+. It could, but it's just one of those coins where right now there's not a whole lot to do with it other than, throw it in a validator. Right now I got it in a validator earning 4.5% Cardano plus another. As of right now, I'm earning like 500 free Sunday Swap in Epoch. So my plan will be to take all my Sunday Swap and yield farm with it in Sunday Swap. I don't know that the rewards are going to be insane. I'm probably just going to take my Sunday Swap, cut half of it into Cardano. I'm not going to spend extra Cardano that I have and then just yield farm with it. And maybe it turns into something, right? Maybe I can turn, roughly 2,000 to 2,500 Sunday swap into a nice bag by the end of the year by yield farming with it. If you're not doing that, all you need to do is stake your Cardano on a stake pool that is one of the, and this is another thing I don't like about Cardano. It's 8 o'clock, guys. I got to get to work. They're doing the same thing over there with these stake pools and centralizing all the validators, and they're hurting the small people. So that's another problem I'd like to get solved. I will tell you that I saw one of the devs talking in their Discord, and they're like, this stake pool operator thing's not the end all be all. They just wanted to get a system out that works, and they're working on more like exotic things. So I do think there's a lot of good things that could come on Cardano. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for Harmony One. There's a lot of great gaming projects coming to Harmony One, but we got to see how these markets hold up. And before I sign off, Bitcoin's pushing 38K again. Anyway, I got to get to work. Smash the like button. Really, really appreciate everyone coming back. Again, what is Climb Crypto doing with these hour and a half videos? Anyway, love you all in peace.